Anthony Weiner, the fallen congressman known for his now infamous inappropriate Twitter pics, is reportedly planning a political comeback by running for mayor of New York City this year. Now, this is crazy because despite the persistent penile jokes and formidable political heavyweights already in the race, New York Magazine's Chris Smith writes that a win for Anthony Weiner isn't as funny or as impossible as it may seem. Could you tell us about your piece, Winning with Weiner? What was the aim, what was the motivation, and what were you getting at?
Well, brief background, the congressman, as of about 2 years ago, was probably the front runner in the field to succeed Mike Bloomberg in the 2013 mayor's race. Then those mistweeted pictures came out. He resigned from Congress, told a bunch of lies about what he'd done on his way out, and he basically disappeared from view until about a month ago. Cover story in the New York Times Sunday magazine, Weiner and his wife basically apologized, explained what he'd been up to, and said he was seriously contemplating a comeback in which he'd run for mayor now. And that's very, very close to happening. He's hired a campaign manager and may very well be making it official next week. So my task, my attempt, was to say, okay, if he is going to run for mayor, what would the campaign look like? You know, is this about actually winning the job? Is it about rehabilitating his image? And the conceit I came up with, you know, not hugely original, was to talk to a bunch of campaign strategists, people who'd run controversial, complicated campaigns, many of whom have dealt with Anthony Weiner firsthand in their political lives, and write a memo to the candidate-to-be about how he should run for City Hall. The planning, you know, is from talking to people who've worked with him over the years, from watching how he went out and made money over the past couple of years, and to break down the rollout of this comeback, you know, finding a national forum, a cover story in the Sunday Times Magazine with a very good yet very sympathetic writer, and putting in places, you know, all the mechanisms that you need to run for office, interviewing potential campaign staff, setting up the mechanisms, including a policy handbook, proposals, ideas for, you know, sort of day-to-day wonky stuff that a mayor needs to do, which he had, you know, at the ready. In part, it was recycled from when he'd run in 2009. But, you know, the fact that he had that ready to go as quickly as he did was a sign that, you know, this was not something he woke up one morning and said, I'm going to run for mayor.
Right, right.